Welcome back, everybody. I'm Phil. That's Samantha.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are Bars and Barbells.
We got Ozzy Osbourne on the channel again today. We are much more familiar with his catalog now than we were when we got into this journey. Had no idea that Ozzy Osbourne was a part of Black Sabbath, and we had no idea about Black Sabbath. So we've come a long way when it comes to our musical journey, and a big part of that has been our supportive subscribers, members, and people that have contributed with sponsored videos, and that is true on this one.
Yes, this is a request from Jamie, so thank you so much for supporting the channel, Jamie, again. And the last request that he did was Disturbed the Night, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Yes, that was great.
So we're getting into a little more metal on this one as well from Ozzy. We're going into his solo works here. This song was released in 1991 off the album No More Tears, and it did really well.
Yeah, it went to quadruple platinum status.
In the US, yeah, the album.
Holy crap.
So this is really, really high on the catalog of Ozzy Osbourne for success. And I think he actually said this song here was a gift from God. Yeah. That's how much he values this song. So we're excited to get into this one. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button for us, guys. It helps. If you haven't subscribed already, we'd love to have you on the journey that we're on, because we got music, comedy, sports, history, tourism, every single kind of content that you could
Honestly,
imagine.
Anything you can think of.
And we do at least one video every single day. So we are on top of this stuff, guys. You got to get on top of it with us. You ready, Sam?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's roll. Okay, let's go. Love this groove already. Uh-oh. I hope not. Let's go. Nice echo. going to take the opportunity to pause here because I don't know if we're going to get into any solo work. Really, really feeling this song. Love the groove right off the bat, setting the tone right away. Love the mix of the melodic flow of Ozzy, his vocal, the way he's delivering it, and then this heavier guitar riff sound that it's layered on top of. It's perfect, like a perfect balance, between the two of not being too heavy, but being melodic enough that you get it on top of that solid groove. So really, really enjoying that. I really also love the way they have the echo and the reverb in the chorus, the No More Tears, how it kind of, have stereo aspect and really adds depth to the layering on the chorus. So I'm really feeling this one. How about you, Sam?
I really like it. I would say this is probably my favorite one that we've done from him so far. I really like
favorite.
Yeah, I honestly really like it. I really like the like you said, the heavier guitar riff. I feel like the sound of the guitar sounds like very unique. I don't know if they're using an effect on it or something, but I like it. And I feel like his vocal is very, I don't want to say hypnotizing, but I almost feel like he's like, like really drawing me in with his vocal and the storytelling in it. It is a little bit challenging for me to hear every word that he's saying, to pick up on everything with the story, but I'm definitely getting like, he's telling people not to talk to strangers. Sounds like he's kidnapped somebody, or there has been somebody that's kidnapped, and there's some screaming going on.
It's very dark, and we were reading that it had something to do with a serial killer vibe.
Yeah.
So he's talking.
Which I'm getting for sure.
Yeah, it's just interesting though, because his nickname was the Prince of Darkness, right? And he's referenced the darkness many times. So maybe he's playing on the words of like an alter ego that's within Ozzy. Obviously not, actually, at least I hope not. But
I hope he's not actually a serial killer.
But he's all, kind of playing into that vibe of the Prince of Darkness, the whole aura of darkness, and then telling this story of the dark side of somebody, which can turn into a serial killer or something like that.
Like lurking around the corner.
Yeah. I haven't gotten anything specifically from the lyrics that references a serial killer vibe, so to speak. I don't know if maybe he just came out and talked about it that way. But like you said, you're getting like maybe a stalker-ish.
Yes, that's the vibe that I've gotten so far. But I think he also said something about, I could be wrong, but I thought he said something about like it sounded like somebody had been like taken, or he like had somebody in front of him that he had taken. So I don't know. Well,
you guys can elaborate on any details. This is the first time listening, hard to catch everything here, but I'm enjoying it. Let's get back to it. Just rewind a little bit.
No more tears. No more tears. No more tears.
All right, where are we going? The drama is building. What?
It's just a sign of the time, going forward in reverse. Still, he who laughs first is just a hand in the bush.
It's a big switch up.
Let's go.
Shredding that guitar.
Boom. song. Ozzy Osbourne and No More Tears. Well, Samantha, what are your thoughts?
I still feel the same way about it when we paused it. I really like it. I thought the back half was really crazy. They switched it up a lot and really slowed it down and completely changed the sound of the song, and then really built it back up with an explosion with guitar, and then finished it off kind of taking it back to the vibe that it was more in the first half. And I think we had some references there of, cold lips and no more tears. And I think it's meaning like you're not crying anymore because you're dead.
I think so. Yeah. I think the tears are no longer there because somebody's passed on. And it's because of some darkness that somebody had inside of them that they had a little bit of a relationship in this song with them, but it didn't end so well. Yeah. With some of those cold lips.
So maybe you guys could give us more context in the comments if you do know more about the lyrics or the meaning of the song. But
yeah, I mean, there could be some layers here, but I think, as we read that it was some serial killer vibes, that would make a lot of sense. I think it made more sense to me as we got into the back half of the song.
Agreed.
Which was emphasized with, that break in section in between, which is so cool. I feel like that could be a great intro song for, like UFC fighters or something like that, because it just builds up and you feel its drama.
Yeah, so much energy.
And I really love just the complexity of the instrumentation. How it was beautifully put together.
Mm-hmm. It almost had some like orchestral elements sounding to it in kind of the end of the middle portion into the back half.
Yeah, and I just love how they combined that, though, with this darkness feel, like a darkness of this song. It's interesting because it's balanced, like I said, of melodic and really great groove, but at the same time entertaining from the standpoint, like you were saying, the captivating vocal and the lyric presence, but it doesn't feel like a dark song, so to speak, in terms of, it's obviously a little heavier vibe, but when you hear musically, it doesn't feel like a dark song. It feels like a dramatic song.
Yeah.
Like the drum, like you're watching a thriller of a movie, right? That's what it kind of feels like musically. So really enjoyed it. Really engaging. 7.5 minutes. Didn't feel that way. So
it went by really quick.
Yeah. Jamie said we were going to like this one.
So you were correct.
He was correct. Thank you so much for supporting another video channel. No, thank you for supporting a video on the channel, Jamie. Really appreciate that support and getting us to check out more from Ozzy, because like Sam said, this might be her favorite. So
yeah, I think it is. I liked it a lot. I feel like the avid thriller reader in me vibed with this a lot.
Yeah, it's really engaging all around. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to check this one out. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Have a great day. We'll see you on our next one.
Thanks for watching, guys.